We're here at my house. Here's my room, my studio room. I have about 4,000 CDs, as you can see in back of me here, and about 2,000 videos and DVDs. I also got about 2,000 albums, and I got the albums there down at the bottom. I got actual albums that go all the way around, the original albums of the musicians and the music that I love, and the way I learned to play music are off of these records here, the actual albums. And I have some albums here that I want to show you. Some of the first albums that I ever heard and played and learned to play with were, like, for instance, these old Cal Jada records. I learned to play from these old Cal Jada records on the Fantasy record label. You can see they're the actual albums. They're a little worn, but they still sound pretty good. I still play them. I got a turntable here, and I still play my albums. But you can also see that I have them. They're also available on CD nowadays. You can get them on CD nowadays. So I also got them on CD, these Cal Jada records that I learned to play with. And also, like this Ray Barretto, and this is Ray Barretto when he had his first charanga band, when Ray had his charanga band. Of course, I got many albums of Ray and stuff like this, and you can see it's also these albums from this charanga era, when Ray Barretto had a charanga band about in the early 60s. Ray actually signed the CD for me. Ray Barretto signed it for me, and this was recorded like in 1963. This Ray Barretto's Charanga Moderna. And then I learned to play off of this record a lot. I learned a lot off of this record. Joe Cuba and these two, Digging the Most and Stepping Out. Joe Cuba. I learned a lot on these records that I learned to play by listening. And once again, you can see that they're also available now on CD. Joe Cuba, Digging the Most and Stepping Out. This is the first early stuff that I learned to play with and play on just by listening to the records. And of course, El Maestro Tito Puente, El Rey. This is the album I had when a friend of mine came over and told me about this new song called Oye Como Va. And he put the Santana version on of Oye Como Va. And I laughed when he put it on. I said, man, he said Santana, there's a new Santana song that Santana wrote. And I said, man, let me put on the real one. I got this out, I put this album on for him. And he said, hey, that guy copied Santana. I said, no, it's the other way around. Santana copied Tito Puente. Tito recorded 10 years before Santana even thought about doing it. And you can see, of course, available on CD now too, you know. And some of this stuff, like I remember this also, this album, I learned a lot how to play to get the sound what the sound of a conga drum should sound like is on this record right here, which is available on this CD right here. The song that I used to listen to and practice to all the time was a song called Timombo, Timombo, and it stands for Tito, Timombo, Mongo, and Willie Bobo. Timombo. That's when Willie Bobo and Mongo Santa Maria was in the Tito Puente Orchestra, and it's a percussion song that I learned to play congas with, and it has the right sound of the conga drum. It sounds beautiful. Don't forget to check my website out, ponchosanchez.com, and I'll update you again real soon.